FlexicX has finally released on the iOS App Store as of today. It should be fully out for everyone by the time this video is up, but just in case, I know for a fact it is out here in the US. If you live outside of the US, it may or may not be released in the App Store for your region. Just go ahead and go onto the App Store and check and see if it's even available, and if it's not, then hopefully it will be very soon. So just some quick information about the iOS release before we start off. The iOS release is almost 700 megabytes in size total, and the oldest iOS version that is supported for FlexicX is iOS 13, which is actually quite good, as I'm on iOS 15. That means they are supporting quite a few older iPhones here and there, so, or at least a few older iOSs, so that is always good. It's good to see. Now, there are some issues with the iOS release so far that I have noticed. So first of all, if we go into the cloud storage area where you can log in with your account, apparently you can connect your Game Center account on iPhone if you're playing it on iOS, just like how you would connect your Google account on Android. However, for me, it is not linking my Game Center account. So I was noticing for some people, especially some people were saying this on Discord, the app would just stick in this authorization in progress screen. It would never link their Game Center account. So just know that this might be an issue. If you guys have an issue with this, I'd recommend going to the FlexicX Discord channel, which you can find in the actual FlexicX app itself. A few more things before we get into some of the other issues that the game has. Two of the text issues that I mentioned in the previous video actually have been fixed. So if we go over to the settings tab and we look at the audio, the word audio and the word visuals, both of these have been fixed. I think audio was the one that was misspelled, but audio has been fixed and no longer says audio or whatever it said before. Also, if we go into the actual cloud storage or cloud saving feature, the statistics word has also been corrected to actually spell statistics now, which is a good thing. So shout out to Sijin for correcting these mistakes very fast. Thank you. I think they corrected these actually quite a bit ago. It was only a little bit after the 0.95 release. I just haven't mentioned it until now. Now, apart from Game Center not being able to be linked for me, I'm also not seeing any roads or terrains when looking through the map selection menu. I'm only able to access the grid map and the crash tests map. So maps like the metropolis, like the city, like the highway and stuff like that, I can't access any of those. That is most likely a bug and hopefully will be fixed soon. Sijin, hopefully these bugs will be fixed soon. I would appreciate it. Also, if you try and claim the free car that is in the actual shop, the Mustang or whatever it's called, the Mach-Force GT I think it's called, you actually can't claim this car. So at least for me, I tried, I did all the steps. I watched the ad and the get button was still grayed out. Now here it shows that I haven't watched the ad, but that's just because I'm not going to watch an ad for the video, just because I don't want to watch another ad. But when I tried to do it earlier, I did all the steps and I went through and watched the full ad, and when I came back, the gray button was still grayed out, but I had all the check marks done. So just keep in mind that the Mach-Force GT is, I don't think it's obtainable as of right now. Also, I also don't have any of the currency from the Android version of the game, so if there is a way to link my Google account to the iOS version of the game, that would be appreciated, so that way I don't have to go and rebuy all of my currency. Now, getting into the actual game itself, the game runs smooth on my phone. I'm using an iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I have all of the graphics settings maxed out, and it's a smooth 60 FPS in the crash test area, so not the most graphic intensive map in the game, but my game was running smooth with no issue, and we do some crash testing here just to crash into some of the walls with the trucks. It's like the only car I have access to. One thing I did notice that doesn't work though is the replay system. So you can still make replays and record your gameplay. However, when you try and press the record button when you're actually recording the replay to save it to your phone, it actually doesn't work. So if you press on that record button, it doesn't do anything. However, you can still record and make actual replays within the game. You just can't save them to your device unless you like screen record your screen. So that doesn't work that I know of. Maybe there is a way to get around that. I haven't checked the trajectory systems, the AI trajectory, but I'm assuming that does work. And other than that, the game is pretty much the same as the Android version. Really, the only difference that I noticed was that if you go to the shop selection screen, all of the thumbnails for all of the cars have been updated. So they are now a little bit of a newer style, and it looks like they were taken actually in-game. So very cool, very nice. Would like to see the Mach-Force GT NFT be actually obtainable, and also it would be nice if I could link my Google account, but I can understand if there are some issues with that. So I am perfectly fine with playing on Android. I still have an Android phone, but my main device is an iPhone. My iPhone is what I use every single day. This is where I have all of my social medias, all of my, this is my main phone number and stuff. So, I would appreciate it if I could get all my progress and currency and stuff on my iPhone account, but I can understand it if that might be impossible, at least for now, right? But other than that, there's really no difference between the iOS version and the Android version, apart from the issues that I mentioned in the video, and once those get fixed, there will be no difference between the iOS version and the Android version. So I am at the very least happy that we finally got a FlexicX release on iOS without the test flight beta. It is now fully released on the App Store. Anyone can go and download the game. One more thing before I end today's video, there is another issue that I did find. This was before the iOS release and just an issue that I saw when I was just going through the game and playing it. So if you're in the actual car customization screen and you go to the colors option, some of the colors are misnamed. So the names for some of the colors are not on the right colors. So if we go, for instance, if we go all the way to the end of the color wheel, you'll see yellow shatter. And that refers to this decal right here. As you can see, it also appears for this white, like black spider web one. So that is a bug. If we go to web of shadows, should be fine. I see volcanic veins is this weird camo. This is not volcanic veins. I'm pretty sure volcanic veins is one of the later decals. But if we look at this one says Inferno Blaze. That is not Inferno Blaze. This is Inferno Blaze, or maybe this one. But either way, the names are misaligned that I've seen. I'm not exactly sure what each exact name goes to, but I do know that it is somewhat misaligned. So Cision, if you could fix the names for the colors, that would be appreciated, but this honestly isn't that big of an issue. I don't really care that much. I just thought I would mention it just to let everyone know if you guys don't know already. Other than that though, that was everything new in the FlexicX iOS release. Like I said, nothing much changed. There are some issues though that do need to be fixed, so hopefully Cision can get around to doing that. But other than that, we've finally waited. We've waited for so long, and finally the game is out for everyone to enjoy on iOS. So yeah. Other than that though, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more FlexicX content and gaming content in general, hit that subscribe button. Also, I do have a channel membership that you can subscribe to and get perks such as early access to all my YouTube videos. It's $2 a month, and you can check it out by clicking the link in the description below or checking the membership tab on my YouTube channel page. Shout out to the good guy Chris for being our channel member. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for making videos like this possible. Other than that though, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm Runnerman 15. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to be playing the new Forza Horizon 5 for PS5, and I'm going to get a video out on that very shortly here, or at least I'll try to, right? Other than that though, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.